That means it's big in the hood and I'm big in the hood. It's good. What they talking about?
Thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV. It's nice to have you on the show. How are you doing?
The beautiful, dramatic set. We are... David Eve's come a long way. Thank you. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Memphis Grizzlies. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Davis in at the 2. And for Utah, Jeremy Grant is out there with Paul George. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Walker in at the 1. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Irving passes to Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. You know, Steve, for teams that are already struggling big time, what's a sign that the ship is going to be difficult to turn the other way and get back on track?
I think, Kevin, body language and obviously what they're saying in the media. There are some teams, you watch them, guys hit a three-point shot, they come to the bench. No one's up clapping, no one's communicating with each other. Those are the teams I think is very hard to turn around.
Here's Irving. Paul George making his last shot. Irving's shot is good.
Slithering off the pick and roll, Kyrie makes the right decision to keep it himself.
And Walker kicks to Grant. Walker against Irving. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Irving looking over the floor. Kicks it out to Richardson. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Nice shot by Josh Richardson. He gives you another guy that can extend the defense.
Here's George, buried from 15 feet out.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here is Davis. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Here's Valanciunas. Puts up a 3. Walker with the rebound. Jazz have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
And the Bulls had Boylan step in as an interim coach last season, Smitty, but decided to give him the keys to the car this year as well.
A surprise move as Boylan immediately was at odds with the players. Management sided with the coach. Interesting message to send to a young team looking to develop.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
And you see Jeremy Grant on this team, he means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Now, here is Irving. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
There's Smart. Over Davis. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You've got to hand it to DeAndre. His relentless approach on the boards, paying dividends.
Lets it go. And the Bulls with another miss. Jazz leading by 4. Here's George. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Rarely frazzled. They play with a pretty even temperature, in my opinion, throughout this entire game. High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And this team has shown their toughness and determination. And
what's going to separate us is how close we are.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Irving is out there with Davis. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Richardson in at the 3 slot. Now here's Smart. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Walker the pass to Smart. Over Irving. Can't hit from the elbow.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls.
One criticism of Jim Boylen before getting extended was his offense, called too slow and too methodical. He addressed that this offseason by getting a top assistant to redesign the offense.
Shot's good by Walker.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
On the wing, Irving, guarded by Walker. Irving dishes to Valanciunas. Good D by Jordan. And Steve, for Boylen, a first-time head coach, a smart move to shore up his staff, though.
We see a lot of coaches now hire a specialist assistant coach to delegate part of that game to. Lets guys like Boylen focus on player development and defense.
Here's Irving. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Irving passes to Valanciunas. On the wing, Davis. Over Smart. And Davis can't get it to go.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
And he comes up with the deuce. George has got 6 points.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now here is Aldridge. He picked up 15 points in their last win against New York.
And his shot blocking almost single-handedly changed the game. No one wanted to put up a shot with him lurking.
And here's Richardson outside. Excellent D there from George. Jazz leading by 4. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Grant finds Walker. In the corner, George with it. Off target from 3-point range. For Chicago, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
And City, as tough as they are on D, the Jazz have been middle of the pack offensively. How do they improve there?
You know, GA, they can be a top 10 offense. The 2 things that have held them back are turnovers and poor free throw shooting.
Now here's Smart. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Walker with a clean look. No good with the triple. Bulls have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And it's Irving missing.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
That one goes. Count it. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Here's Irving. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Right side Aldridge. Back to Irving. 3-pointer. And the Bulls with another miss.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
side, Davis from 13, and the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Richardson.
Though Richardson's improved his ball handling, he's still more comfortable in catch and shoot.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held it. And that'll do.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Grant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Paul George, and there's Kemba Walker, and it's Smart in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Now, here's George. Pass to Jordan. Now, here is George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Irving passes to Aldridge. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Aldridge has got his second basket.
Great balance and body control for a big. Aldridge powers through some pretty good defense there.
You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
The shot's good from Irving.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Jazz trail by 3. Outside, Smart. Outside, Walker. Walker missing again.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. And they pick up 2. 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
That's just the money area for LaMarcus. That's the shot you want your offense to produce.
Walker dishes to Jordan. It's all in by the Bulls.
And last year, the Bulls having issues moving the ball was actually a strength for them in the seasons prior.
Totally agree. You look at all the relevant team assist stats. The Bulls were bottom 5 in all of them. This team, they fall into too much isolation for stretches.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center. Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Smart goes in. He's off on that one. Aldridge with some nice D. And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow arc, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Aldridge has got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That is his first foul of the game. .35 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Walker kicks to Jordan. Jazz passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up.
And they're not creating as many open looks now as they did in the first half. They've got to get sharper at the offensive end if they hope to bounce back in this game.
Outside Irving. And the dunk by Aldridge.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
Walker with it. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Davis is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Richardson in at the small forward. And it's Smart with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 5. And George gets it to go.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Here's Davis. Paul George making his last shot. He gets it in there. And the Bulls lead by 5.
He usually shoots a high percentage in the paint, and on that play, Valanciunas got it done.
Outside Jordan. Pass to George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Richardson.
I mean, you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
And George drops them both. The Bulls leading by 3. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Walker. Irving double team. And here's Richardson. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Aldridge missing.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Here's George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Richardson. And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
On its way from Irving for 2, and right through it goes.
Executing off the dribble, one of Kyrie's strongest assets.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Davis against Smart. He dishes it to Walker. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
And so Walker nails both of them. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Irving. That one a little long. Utah trailing here. To the inside. Jordan. Oh, and they take the lead.
Size and strength of DeAndre Jordan, brushing off the defender.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Irving passes to Aldridge. Gets the bucket and the foul. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Understanding the importance of momentum here, LaMarcus takes matters into his own hands.
terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Jazz have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Smart on the wing. No good on the 3. The Bulls shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Irving against Walker. Irving kicks to Richardson. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 to fall.
Who says he's still a young man? Josh Richardson looking like a veteran, handling the pressure with ease.
And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 5. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Those are the plays you want from Valanciunas on the defensive end. Didn't hesitate to challenge the shot.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Utah calls timeout. They're down by 7. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
I mean, it's so impressive. Kyrie's scoring ability. Terrific shot maker, obviously gets to the line, converts at a high rate.
With the teardrop and the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Smart. Off target with his 3. And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. So the Bulls win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
How you flexing, but you never ride. I got all your friends out, it's really cool.